welcome to a special edition of Spotlight on Education. We're going to take a look back over the 1998-99 school year, which I'm very pleased to report has been another very successful year for our schools and our students. There were many interesting and productive activities during the year. But probably the greatest impact on the district resulted from the opening of the new classrooms and other facilities at Hammarskjold, Chittick, Frost, Warnsdorfer, and East Brunswick High School. These new rooms provided much needed space for our constantly increasing number of students and also enabled us to expand the use of technology as a tool for learning. Channel 8 accompanied us on a tour of some of the new facilities and will show you a brief segment from that program.
Everyone knows this is a refresher in Type to Learn so that we're ready to do our research. So we need to access the Type to Learn icon by double-clicking and make sure our hands go to home position, paying attention to the directions that come on the screen. Access your grade, access your teacher's name, access your name. If there's a problem, raise hands.
We've gotten a whole new media center added on as part of the addition, which is absolutely gorgeous. There's a tech lab that's very lovely that houses a full class of students. We have 3 new first grade classrooms, a new music classroom. We also have a new art room that was converted from the old library into a beautiful art lab, and the children are enjoying it immensely.
I just want to go over, review what we're trying to do, what we want to represent on the stores. Can someone give me an idea what should be on our store?
Your hobbies.
Hobbies? What else?
Things you do.
The things you like to do.
Maybe your birthday.
Your birthday. What's very important? What should be in the center of your store so we know it's your store?
Your name.
Your name. With large letters, put your name. Anything else?
Well, as you can see, as our backdrop, we are in the new state-of-the-art media center. We now have something that the entire community can be very proud of. It's a state-of-the-art, and it really is a necessary tool if we're to educate our students for the next millennium. We have computers online throughout this room here. We've expanded our research areas for our students who continue to do research in all their classes. Also, we've added a TV studio that hopefully will be creating video shows and broadcasting someday throughout the district and possibly in the town. I get excited just thinking about the things that our students can do with the new studio area, because our students are very creative and technologically oriented as it is, and when you put those two areas together, the creativeness and the technology together, I think the bounds are limitless, and I'm anxiously looking forward to that. We've also added, which is connected to the media center, is our new foreign language lab. This is an electronic computer-generated foreign language lab that students can do the things that they used to do with the old foreign language lab, with the addition of integrating the technology of computers with this. And they can do things such as interactive CD-ROMs. They can get on the internet, and with the advent of the See You See Me cameras that we're going to install, they can actually converse in real time with students across the world. So what better way to learn the language if you can't actually be there but converse with kids from other schools in different countries? So we're really at an exciting time at the high school and in education in general. So this is a nice ride right now.
In addition to helping our students achieve academically, we are concerned about issues that have a profound impact upon their lives. One of them is drug and alcohol abuse prevention, which was featured on Spotlight on Education on Channel 8 this year. In this segment of the program, we'll see East Brunswick High School students who are members of the Natural Helpers discuss the dangers of inhalants with students in a health class at Hammarskjold Middle School. The Natural Helpers, who are selected based on nominations made by students and teachers, are trained to assist other students.
We want to clear up some misconceptions about them and also about how they're used. A lot of people think they're cool or that all the high school kids do it, and that's just not true.
Bassem and Joe are at Erin's house now, and they're playing Sega Genesis, so let's see what happens.
Oh, Erin, thanks for inviting us over. This is great. I wanted to play a game that I needed for a while now.
Thanks a lot. I'm going to beat them in this game badly. You know? You want to play or anything?
No, you guys get first game. I'll take winner.
Yeah, I'll destroy you. I got Denver, John Elway, Terrell Davis. You're going down.
That might happen. I'll beat you. Green Bay.
All right.
Totally romp on you. All right.
No. Let's go right now. Here we go.
Let's go.
You guys bored yet?
No, this is pretty exciting.
Are you sure? Because I found this stuff and I heard that if you inhale it, this is hairspray, that it feels like you're high and you're flying and it's great.
But you heard. You never actually tried.
No, but I mean, it's totally safe. I don't need to try it already. I'm going to try it now.
I don't know.
Oh, come on. That's just kid stuff. This is cool. All the high school kids do this.
Freeze. Okay, there's one misconception there, that all the high school kids are doing it. And you guys should never believe anyone if they tell you that all the high school kids are doing something. Because there are many, many students in every high school everywhere who don't use drugs and who don't use alcohol and who don't use inhalants. And
Another of our concerns is helping students make a smooth transition from one school level to another. In addition to orientation programs at the various schools, we have Alumni Day at the high school, where members of the previous year's graduating class come back to discuss their experiences in college with members of the senior class.
Today is the 5th annual Senior Alumni Day, where we invite back all of the seniors that graduated the previous year who have now completed their first semester of college and have become experts on college life. So they come back here to talk to our present seniors who are ready to embark on their freshman year next fall, and we hope that the questions that they can answer for our students and the information that they can provide for our students will help our kids be more prepared and a little bit more ready for the change that they're going to undergo.
Hi, my name is Maya, and I go to Boston University, majoring in occupational therapy also. It's very different from high school. Like, it's all, like Hillary said, it's like you do what you want to do, basically. I love the city. Like, there's so much to do. That's about it.
Yeah, my name is Raj. I go to Virginia Commonwealth. It's in Richmond. Basically, I majored in biomedical engineering first semester, then I switched out of it to bio. Kind of didn't like engineering. But it's basically, when you go there, it's like you're expected to do everything, and if you fall behind, don't fall behind. It's like not a good thing. But I mean, it's a pretty cool experience, even though there's a lot of work. Like, you can have a lot of fun. Just, it's up to you, like, to decide, like, how you do things and stuff. I think that's about it. So.
They very often take attendance in some of my classes, depending on how big the classes are. You don't always have to go. It's strongly recommended that you do go, because then you could really fall behind and you miss a lot of notes. Depending on your major and depending on the classes, you mainly want to definitely go to the classes directly towards your major. And you have to study. It's a lot of the time you're in your room or in your library studying. You hopefully will get along with your roommate. I do. I don't know about you guys.
Was there lots of pressure on you by other people to do good in college?
I think it's mainly like yourself. It's different. It's not like your parents are around, and it depends on you, basically.
Some of our high school social studies classes have an active citizenship program in which students identify a problem in the community and create and act upon a solution to it. 3 students chose prejudice among children as a problem and decided to address it by creating a friendship mural with students at Irwin School.
This is Dara Lipton. Dara, how long have you been working on this mural?
Well, the actual painting of the mural, me and Alina came together, and Jess, and we painted the blue and the white clouds probably about a week ago. And on Friday, we started painting the mural with the students.
How many Irwin School students are involved?
9.
And are you all in the same history class together?
Yes, we are.
Alina, what do you think is going to happen at the end of this? Do you think that the students will be paying attention to what you drew?
Oh, definitely. I think they're really enjoying doing this, and I think we're going to get our message across.
Okay, Ben, now you're the Irwin School student who designed this. How did you come up with this design?
Well, it said that the idea had to be we all smile in the same language, so I figured I'd take some kids from each country, well, one kid from each country, that's like a major country, and draw them standing around the world, smiling, so it goes along with the theme.
Throughout the year, the East Brunswick Education Foundation continued to provide grants for programs designed to enhance and enrich the curriculum. Here are a few of them. The Right to Dream, a unique combination of theater and video, was presented to all 8th graders at Churchill Junior High School. The program tells the story of a young man from Mississippi and his experiences with segregation and the civil rights movement.
At our school, the books were all with missing pages, and most of us sat on the floor. But I was inspired by Uncle Cliff and won my first election there.
Our new class president is Raymond Hollis.
I started working when I was 9, sweeping porches, and we needed the extra money. Daddy hardly even left the house anymore. Finally, there was a battalion reunion in Jackson. He decided to go and took me with him, all decked out in his uniforms, medals and decorations covering his chest. But when we started to get on the bus, the driver stopped us.
Hey boy, you gotta wait a minute.
My father looked that man right in the eyes.
Don't you see these stars and stripes? I was in combat. I'm a soldier.
I had never heard my father talk back to a white man before.
Yeah? Well, on my bus, you're just a nigger. Now stand back.
We never made it to that reunion. My father now sat in the curb in the dust as the bus pulled away.
Don't end up like your old man.
Students at Memorial School met one of their favorite authors, John Cheska, during his visit to the school.
Jennifer, could you tell me how all of this is happening and what came about today?
Well, years ago I used to work in publishing and I used to work with John, and before I left to tell him I was being a teacher, he said, I will come to your school when you want me. So I said, John, it's time, and I wrote a grant, and thanks to the foundation, I got grant money to be able to give John an honorarium to come and visit our school and talk about his books to the children.
And John, what are you actually doing here today?
Basically showing kids what the process of writing is about, and I think that's the most important thing I can do. I kind of try to play down the like famous guy angle. I like to come and just tell them I write stories just like you do, and I show them what a story looks like when it starts, and all the edits and all the drafts and all the stuff, all the work you have to do. Because having been a teacher myself, I know that kids kind of blow it off when teachers say it, but I can come in and say the same thing and they go, oh, it must be true then. Isn't that beautiful? Well, that's kind of the beauty of writing, is that all the stories start out looking just like this. So you've got a bunch of stories already. Your books are almost published. You just have to kind of put down a few words in order. That's kind of the problem with writing. It's like having homework every day. Because that's what happened to me. Like, I took off just to write, and I sat in a room or in the library and would just try to get started, but I had to look at this empty page all the time. It was driving me crazy. But I found out a way a lot of writers work is just by writing notes to themselves. So what I do is I just like write down stuff anywhere. And this is actually, that's probably even a little too much, because I like to just write down stuff by hand, because then if you scratch it out, it still looks like you did some work. If you just delete it on the computer, it doesn't look like you did anything. But this is the very first version of The Princess and the Bowling Ball from Stinky Cheese Man. But look at that wonderful handwriting. Yeah. You believe I taught handwriting for 3 years? I think that's why they kicked me out of 2nd grade. But the other part about writing is you have to throw stuff away. which is sometimes even harder than writing. Because did you ever work on something so hard and then you like turn it in, or you show it to someone and they go, I don't know, that's not so good. It's kind of disappointing. So the thing that writers really have to work on is getting their story just right.
More than 1,000 students had the opportunity to hear poetry readings and attend workshops conducted by professional poets during the annual Poetry Festival at East Brunswick High School. The program was funded cooperatively by the East Brunswick Education Foundation, the Board of Education, and the Geraldine R. Dodge Foundation.
This is our 8th Poetry Festival. It was established by John Pember and Manny, and John left and retired and is living the good life, and he's a very fine poet in his own right. He has a chapbook, Rope to the Barn, about poems from Vermont, and he's absolutely, the kids just adore him.
How many poets are here today, Melissa?
We have 8 Dodge poets and then 1 featured poet. His name is Kurt Lampkin, so we have 9 poets in total.
How does the program work, Manny?
Wonderful. The students enjoy coming here. It's a lot of work for us, but everybody else enjoys it very much.
Africa. My Negro childhood never knew you. Never knew my life was born in lines your griots chanted in thatch and mud-hut village cave. Never knew my veins were tributaries of the Niger and the Gambia.
Fifth graders at Central School presented First Ladies, Ladies First, a musical about the contributions of women in America. The production was part of a project entitled Women in History that was funded by the foundation in cooperation with a grant from Target stores.
Well, this year we wanted to have the kids reach, so last year Judy and I agreed that we would write a foundation grant and we'd focus on women in American history, and this is how it all came about. And Judy's done a wonderful job with working with the music component of it and directing and whatever have you. And Celine and Danny also. The whole fifth grade team has worked terribly hard. The kids have researched the characters. And our parents have been fabulous. I mean, they built our stage for us. I mean, the costumes and everything, the scenery and everything was done by parents for us.
Judy, what's the name of the play?
First Ladies, Ladies First.
How long have you been rehearsing?
Well, we started working on the music back in January, and when the date of the show was changed due to other circumstances, we kind of put the brakes on a little bit so we could touch base with other curricular areas. But we've really been working very hard in the all-purpose room for about the last 3 weeks, and our parents have been coming out of the woodwork to help us. We've got more than 52 people helping us out. It's an unbelievable community project.
That's great, and we want to thank the Education Foundation and Target stores.
Thank you very much. Without them, we couldn't have done this.
It must have been hard for Martha Washington, being the first lady. Well, I mean the wife of our first president. She really didn't know whether to act like a queen or just like everyone else.
I don't think she acted like a queen, Mary. There was too much to do and too little time to do it.
Martha, as you all know, your calm, steady, cheerful spirit created a dignified atmosphere around the presidency.
I was the first lady during the Civil War. It was a very difficult time. It was amazing that Martha was able to help her husband and his troops. She brought much needed food and warm clothing to their winter encampment.
Mary, those times tried men's souls, but we did persevere.
Mary Lincoln, I'm glad you brought that up. Few people realize that Martha spent several cold winters caring for General Washington and his weary soldiers. It's up to you, boys, to see us through, boys, and I'll help you any way I can.
I'm also pleased to report that our schools, staff, and students continue to earn numerous awards. We don't have time to mention even half of them, but here are a few. Hands Across Chittick, in observance of Dr. Martin Luther King Day, was selected as a model program in the New Jersey Pride Initiative, sponsored by the State Department of Education. PRIDE stands for peace, respect, inclusion, diversity, and equity.
Chittick School has always prioritized cultural diversity and taking advantage of our backgrounds of 31 native languages that our students speak. So we've been developing ongoing multicultural programs that actually teach children to get along with each other, to value each other, and as Dr. Martin Luther King said, to really judge each other by the content of their character. And so we have been developing programs throughout the year that really give students hands-on opportunity to experience this.
Mrs. Feinstein, you're the school's representative on the Equity and Action Committee, and you sort of have been coordinating this whole event today, which really was supposed to take place when schools ended up being closed for snow day. But what will be happening with the students?
Basically what the students will do is they will come out of their classrooms and they will all hold hands throughout the halls of Chittick, and they will hear excerpts that some fifth graders will be saying from the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I Have a Dream speech. And then what will follow is we have pre-recorded 3 songs, one that the 3rd grade sang, the 4th grade, and the 5th grade, and we will hear a sing-along throughout the halls of Chittick.
We will hold these truths to be self-evident, and all men are created equal. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Students in the Institute for Political and Legal Education classes at East Brunswick High School upheld the school tradition by scoring in the top 10 in the nation in the We the People, the Citizen, and the Constitution contest. Our high school is the only school in the nation to be in the top 10 in the national finals. All 12 years the contest has been held.
Well, the troops did one of the best jobs I've ever seen on the final day, especially when it counts. They came in top 10 to get there, and they won a special award. 2 members of a team of 5, a panel of 5, won a special award for their understanding of George Washington's contribution that was installed into this competition to commemorate the 200th anniversary of his passing.
Now, this is East Brunswick High School maintains its tradition of being the only school in the country to be in the top 10.
The only school to have represented its state for each of the 12 years of the competition, and the only school to have been in the top 10 for each of the 12 years of the competition.
It's really remarkable. Okay, Alina, how did you feel about being down there?
I thought it was great. I had a great time. On the last day, we gave our hearings in the congressional chambers, and that was really exciting.
And how about you? What did you do to prepare for the Washington question that you won the medal for?
My part of the question was to deal with Washington's character and the character of politicians today and in the future, and what characteristics they display. But the other members of the team, they researched Washington's contribution in the war, as a constitution maker, and as the first executive of the country.
2 East Brunswick High School athletic teams won state championships this year. The boys volleyball team won the state championship and was ranked #1 in the state. The girls basketball team won the state Group 4 championship and became a semi-finalist in the Tournament of Champions. East Brunswick High School also won the award given to the school whose players, coaches, cheerleaders demonstrated the ideal of good sportsmanship throughout the tournament. In May, we received the long-awaited news that Chittick School had been designated a Blue Ribbon School, National School of Excellence by the United States Department of Education. Congressman Rush Holt visited the school during the week that the award was announced.
Good morning. We are live on Channel 69 from Studio 13. Today is Friday, May 21st. Today we bring you a special guest all the way from Washington, D.C. Welcome, Congressman Holt, to Chittick School. I'm Alex.
And I'm Dana, Mr. Holt. Could you please tell the Chittick community a little bit about yourself and your duties as a congressman?
Thank you, Dana. I'm New Jersey's newest congressional representative. I was elected last fall, and I represent 67 towns, about 700,000 people across central New Jersey. So it includes East Brunswick and South Brunswick, and goes all the way out to the ocean in one direction and all the way to the Delaware River in the other direction. And so I represent families all across New Jersey. I'm a teacher and a scientist by background. I was pleased when I learned that Chittick was submitting application materials for this to be recognized as a Blue Ribbon School, and I was pleased to contribute to the application, to write a letter on behalf of Chittick. And so when I got a call from the Secretary of Education's office a few days ago, I immediately called Dr. Weiner and said, I'd like to be here to bestow the honor.
David Brian Oliver. Matthew J. Zukas.
Of course, the year ended with graduation ceremonies for the class of 1999. It has been a great year, actually a great decade for the East Brunswick Public Schools. I want to thank everyone, administrators, teachers, support staff, parents, students, and community members for contributing to the success of our students and our schools.